Little Lover Part 5, a Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction written and narrated by Mira Rose, with artwork for the opening and thumbnail image by Airu on Pixiv. You can find a link to the prior 4 parts of the story as well as the artist in the description box below. If you're still listening, don't forget to leave a like and a comment, and if you aren't sure what to comment, put Disneyland Paris. Please enjoy Little Lover Part 5. Marinette Dupang Chang as Multimouse. Disneyland Paris. Bistro Chez Remy. Cat Noir booking a table at the Ratatouille-themed restaurant in Disneyland for their 6-month anniversary was, without doubt, a Cat Noir-like thing to do, but Multimouse loved it. The theme park became that of a go-to for them over the past half year. Not because it was fun, but because it's one of the few places they could wear their masks without grabbing too much attention. In here, they were just a couple playing dress-up, not Parisian superheroes on a date. They could go on rides or watch movies. They could dine or grab an ice cream cone. They could compete or they could people watch. It was a magical experience that only cost a pass and a lack of privacy. "You seem right at home," Cat teased, taking a photo as she looked around the restaurant. Multimouse wasn't smaller than her Marinette counterpart, but the extra-large umbrellas and decor felt a bit like when she used her multiply powers. "If I fit in, then you must be out of the bag," she shot back. It wasn't a good comeback, but the only one she could think of. "What are you getting?" "Are you going to do that thing where you wait to see what I order, then get the exact same thing?" I swear, it's like you don't know how to have your own tastes. Seriously, Cat, it's not like we're making dinner together. Order what you'd like." "Right. Yeah." Cat set down his camera, a Polaroid that would leave Disney characters when the picture printed out, and stared at the menu. It took a few months to figure out that him ordering whatever she did wasn't him being polite or cute. He genuinely didn't know what his tastes were, almost as though he'd always have dinner chosen for him instead of having an opinion on what he ate. "It really looks good," Multimouse mumbled on purpose. Leading him in the wrong direction would get him to study the menu for things that might suit his tastes instead of hers. "Oh, right, totally. I might get that, actually. Oh, what do you think?" She sighed, but didn't give him a hard time. 6 months of this cat, and she still held her tongue. "I think I want to know who you are under that mask." It slipped out, but it wasn't an accident. Multimouse ate her guilt when she dined with him for weeks, and it burned a hole like acid in her stomach. The ruse should be up, for both of them. He lowered his menu and tilted his head. "Multimouse. If I tell you something, you have to promise to not get mad." "Of course." He set the menu down, and with it, her gut. "What's going on?" "I'm Ladybug." Multimouse timed it to align with a server approaching their table. "The little chef with Ratatouille as the entree, please," she said after exchanging greetings. Same," Cat said, swallowing. Multimouse knew better than to give him grief about matching her order in this situation. The server laughed after taking their order, and with it, silence. She shared eye contact with Cat over their appetizers, entrees, and even dessert. If blinks were euros, she could pay rent with what they exchanged in their hour of dining. "By all accounts," Cat said, breaking the silence as he broke into the fromage blanc with a spoon,
It doesn't make sense.
Ladybug?
Yeah, I've seen you both at the same time.
I have my ways, kitty. Multimouse couldn't taste her eclair. She hadn't tasted any of her meal, actually, and had to monitor how much her legs shook by checking the vibrations in her water glass.
Well,
he set his spoon down, dessert only half finished.
It wouldn't be like you to lie to me.
You believe me? Cat looked from his dessert to her.
Yes. And I owe you an apology.
An apology? She meant to correct him on how she'd never lied to him. Cat blew a breath, drumming his fingers on the tabletop.
Wow. This is hard.
Are you about to tell me your identity?
Do you not want me to?
Right. That makes sense. But it was a risk. Actually, don't.
Don't?
Yeah. Don't. Chocolate covered her throat as she polished off her eclair. That was why she couldn't find the words. Right? I mean, it's a risk. I shouldn't have told you about the, other partnership between us, but, well, better to cut my consequences here.
Wait.
He reached for her hand, and she startled.
Sorry,
Go ahead. She didn't mean to pull away from him, but both her hands landed in her lap faster than she could decide where she wanted them.
Right. Why date as a mouse?
He didn't need to elaborate. It wasn't supposed to get serious.
Excuse me?
Rebound.
You needed a rebound?
Sorry. Multimouse couldn't look at him. But I really do like you now, Cat.
A rebound from Luca?
No.
Then who?
She looked up to see Cat leaning across the table, half a meter away. She couldn't say it. She had to say it. I never dated him, but I had this bonkers crush and...
On who, Marinette?
Does it matter?
I mean, not in the grand scheme of things, but I'd like to go home tonight and not leave the guy that the girl I liked had a crush on up to the imagination after finding out she changed her identity to ask me out so it wouldn't be serious, as opposed to dating me in the context where I know her best.
The one relief in this conversation is that no one passing by would be able to casually unpack that response without comment. But admitting her crush to Cat Noir felt off. She couldn't place it. Don't get mad.
Marinette,
he hissed. Adrian Agrest, she all but shouted back. The startled look on Cat's face paid homage to his namesake.
You knew?
He pressed himself to the back of the booth, and Multimouse felt the distance between them. What?
You've known all this time?
Known what?
If you don't want to tell me who I'm a rebound for, fine, I guess, but I wish you didn't.
What do you mean? I just told you.
No, you didn't,
He stopped, his jaw dropping as he looked at her.
Multimouse.
Yes, Cat. Irritation buzzed in her chest, a finger pulling the string over and over between her rib bones.
Who did you have a crush on?
Adrian, she repeated herself. Adrian Agreste. Cat looked at the table, crossing his arms without a word. Multimouse felt the table wiggle from how he bounced his knees, and the plucks in her chest started pulling into something more than irritation. Why would he be upset about her having a crush on a classmate? Was it because Adrian got to see her every school day and he didn't? What are you, jealous?
An idiot is more like it,
Cat managed. The server came over and he paid the bill. Cat, you're not... Guilt digested in her stomach with the meal. Cat, you couldn't have known you were a rebound. You're right. I shouldn't have baited you like this. I'm... How could she apologize for playing the part of his rebound while actually being the girl he likes? That's a violation of trust. You're not the idiot at the table.
No, little mouse. I am.
You couldn't have known.
And neither could you.
Something about the way he responded chilled her blood. What do you mean? She spoke slowly.
Because.
Cat stood up and circled around to her seat, offering his arm as he leaned in to whisper in her ear.
I'm Adrian Agreste.
Thank you so much for listening. Part 6 is on the way. In the meantime, you can check out these other videos for more fanfiction, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!